Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to Fernvalley Farms YouTube channel. All right, what we're gonna do today, oh, by the way, we're gonna start mixing this channel up just a little bit. I've been asking some people, I've been asking in the comments, and you can let me know again if you want to see some horse videos mixed in with the bee videos. Lots of horse stuff going on, because sometimes you just run out of beekeeping stuff. But now that spring and summer is coming, there'll be plenty of that, plus lots of horse stuff. I've got a GoPro, actually, and I've got a ball cap that I can mount to, so when I ride, I'm going to try and figure that out to where it's aimed in the right direction for riding and taking the horses on trails and all that kind of stuff. Just kind of mix it up. So if you want to see some horse videos also, let me know in the comments below. Anyways, we're beekeeping this morning. It's a beautiful morning. It's like 7:25. Sun's coming up. Let me show you the sunrise. I love this time of day. Absolutely love it. Sun's coming up all across the farm. Actually, I can keep the camera right here right now. I don't know if the sun was going to block it or not. Yeah, it is, so I'll turn it back the other way. But anyway, there's the sun's coming up. It's beautiful. There's no wind. It's going to be gorgeous today. If it stays like this with no wind and the sun up, my pastures are starting to grow. My grass is starting to grow. The trees are starting to bud. My one tree that my bees always go to, that one's starting to pop. So the bees will be all over that. It's going to be a beautiful day. What we're going to do here, okay, obviously you see my other videos that my bees died. I lost 5 out of 8 hives. Wasn't a good winter. February was just horrible. And a lot of people around the country have lost a lot of bees because of the weather. So what I'm going to do in this video, and I'm going to go through them too, but I only got so much time. I got to go do. I'm going to start mite washing. I like to mite wash my dead bees. It's not, obviously it's going to be as accurate as mite washing live bees. It just gives you a general idea if you had mites in there or not. I shouldn't. I know they didn't starve to death because every box that I've picked up, every second deep I've lifted because I took the sugar out of it that they didn't touch are just really heavy. So there's plenty of honey. So I know they didn't starve. So I'm not sure what the deal is. So step one of this process is I'm going to go through some of these and mite wash them and just see if there's any mites. And you can actually get some mites on your dead bees if they're still there. Gives you, like I said, it's not as accurate, obviously, as mite washing your live bees, which I don't like to do. I just feel bad killing them. So this is just how I do it. It gives me a kind of an idea. If you want to try, give it a try. Let me know in the comments if you've done it, what kind of results you have from it. So I'm going to do a couple of them here. This here hive here, if you remember in some of last year's video, this was my mean carniole hive. If anything had to die out here, I wouldn't have cared if that one did. These things were so damn mean. I mean, they come at you, they just attack the hell out of you. I mean, just attack. And what I was going to do this year, I was going to just split them completely in half. Because some of the other splits I made off of this hive, they were fine. They were not, people kept saying, oh, don't do that, you're going to make more bees. The rest of them were perfectly fine, so. But this hive was just mean, but it died too. So we're gonna pop this open. I'm gonna see what it looks like. We're gonna mite wash some dead bees, and we'll get an idea here. I got the alcohol. These come in really handy. You can find these any bee supply. eBay's got them. These come in really handy too. There's a measuring thing in here. I think the second line that's in there is 300 bees, I want to say. So you fill it up. You fill it up with up to that second line full of bees. Put alcohol in there. You can even use windshield washing fluid. That works also. I like using the white alcohol because you can see it because the mites are like a rust color. They're like, yeah, mites are kind of like a rust color, so they show up really nice with the alcohol. But windshield wiper fluid works really well too. So, and I have some of this left over from last year, so we're gonna mite wash some of these guys. So we'll start with this hive right here. You see in here? I've already actually popped some of these guys open to look at them, just to see what was what. And I didn't move, there's clusters here, but I didn't move anybody because I want to go back and examine that later, but we're just going to do mite wash. We're going to just do dead bees on the bottom for right now. lid was closed on that. They're cold and frozen, so let's just see here. I'm just going to fill it up to about there. I'll just put about that much in. You could actually dilute this down too when I forget. There's kind of a formula where you could dilute it down so you're not using as much alcohol, but this stuff's pretty cheap. You can go to Walmart, dollar store and get it. And all you do is just start shaking your bees. You want to shake it for a while just to make sure you really get your bees coated and see what might fall off. And you can see the alcohol's already turning color. The bees are frozen right now, but like I said, this isn't going to give you an accurate reading, but it gives you a general idea. Just see, because I treated them with Apivar in the fall. It works out kind of good because I do Apivar at the same time I check their weight. So when I go to pull the Apivar off, I can check their weight at the same time. And I remember when I went to do this hive, holy crap. I had to go back in the house and put another, I had a pair of old, work jeans out with holes in them. They were going up my pant legs. They were just all over me. So I had to go up to the house and get another pair of pants, pull the Apivar out really quick, and shut it and get out of there. It was horrible. There's a lot of garbage in there. So I wouldn't think there'd be a lot of mites, because like I said, I treated them, and actually when I checked the bottom, the trays that slide out from underneath here, underneath these screen bottom boards, there were mites on them. What I'm going to do this spring is fog. Because they made it through the winter, which is good, obviously. I'm going to fog them starting probably in April. I'm going to wait till it warms up a little bit. I don't want to do it yet. All right, let's see here. Oh. You're probably not going to be able to see it. There's a bunch of junk in there. Like I said, you're not going to get a real accurate reading. Look at my glasses. I see one. I see 1, 2. You're going to have mites. You're not going to have 0 mites. I mean, if you have 1, which you're again washing dead bees. I'm trying to stand in the camera here. I see 1, 2. So there was a couple there. I'll do one more quick one. Let me get that out of here. We'll just do another small handful. The one hive over there, number 7, that thing was a monster. I mean, that thing was huge. When I went to pull the Apivar and all that, and there were bees everywhere, when I was closing that up, I'm like, how are these bees all gonna fit back in this box? So that one really shocked me. That one really shocked me that one died. That thing was loaded with bees. I mean, obviously not millions, but it looked like millions of bees. So let's see what we got going here. So that's all I'll do on this. I mean, you get 1 mite, 2 mites, that's fine. And I'm going to come back with a follow-up video. So there'll be another video coming out after this when I actually go through these. I was going to do it last week, but it was so stinking windy out. There's no way you can make a video out here in the wind. It was blowing so hard. It's been really windy. This is gorgeous today. So maybe later this afternoon, I'll come out here. Because I want to pop, that's why I'm not going to take these frames apart. I'm going to wait, I want to leave it until I can see. But there's weight in that box too, so I know there's honey in there. All right, let's see here. What time is it? I don't know if you guys know it, I'm a horseshoer also. And I've got a couple of horses. One of my neighbors, I got to go trim their feet here by 8:30. Maybe see the you're not gonna be able to see it. There's one right. You ain't gonna see that, but there's one right there. So there's 1 mite right there. So there's a couple. I mean you're not gonna be 100% mite free. This is what the remainder of this looks like. But I'll go into the frames later. Let me just dump this out. Even when I pull these boards, this way you could, I did these little sliding trays and you could check for mites also. And I remember after I fogged them, or after I treated them, in the fall, I went and I scraped all this off. See, more mites had died. There's mites on here. There's dead mites on here. So I know the apivar did something. Because I could see, and I cleaned it off once. I never came back again and re-cleaned them off. So there's mites on here, which means the apivar was working. Let's move on to another one because I got to get going here pretty soon. Let's go. We'll do one more. We're going to do number 7 here. We'll do this one here. And that is heavy. That is really heavy. Now the problem is I gotta get these boxes out of here and get them somewhere because the wax moths will take over. So I'm actually letting everybody just kind of rob these things out, which is fine. Give me a... Where is that? Camera still going? Yeah. Okay. My poor girls. Okay, let me... pour some alcohol in. Over on this side. And it's really weird, for as many bees that were in that hive, and that's all I got left, it just makes me wonder what happened. I mean, there's a lot of dead bees there, and that top box is really heavy. I mean, that's just bizarre. And they were all wrapped with insulation. I have some idea, I have some thoughts. I'm going to do things a little bit different this year. I think I might have a little bit too much space up on top for my screen feeder box. Plus my insulated cover. There might have been just too much space for as cold as it was. I mean, it was brutal. Like, we had 16 days. And like I said in my last video, on one of the Chicago news stations, they said that if we would have had 2 more days of those temperatures, it would have been the coldest ever up here. Or the coldest February ever. So this would have been the coldest February ever. They started keeping records in Chicago like the mid-1800s. Need my glasses. See, now this one's got more mites than the other one does. Yeah, there's a, you really can't see them. Well, the camera will pick it up. You're probably not going to see it, but there's, let's do it. Let's wash one more. So maybe mites got this hive. But here again, you're not getting a real accurate reading either, doing it this way, but I left the Apivar in for the time it was supposed to be in. Maybe I should have fogged, if I remember right, I think I did fog them too, I think. I can't have to go back and look, but maybe it couldn't hurt to blast them with some. Come out here early. I like to fog my bees early. I don't do it later in the day when they're all out flying. I like to hit them while they're all in there sleeping. It pisses them off, but you hit your bees. You don't want to fog, or I don't fog anyways, in the middle of the day, you know, late morning when the bees are out flying. You're going to be missing all kinds of bees. I hit them early. I'll come out here like now at 7 o'clock before they start flying, and I put some rags. I've got videos on that. And we're going to do it again, obviously, in April. I block off the lower entrance, and I try and tape up I've got a new little invention I made. A little plastic thing with a screw that just will close, and you can shut the upper entrance off just for a second. Hit them with the Apivar. I've got my ProVap that I use. And hit them with that. Maybe I should hit them again harder. And it's funny, the year before I had no losses. Everything made it through the winter. Flying colors. But it wasn't as cold either, so maybe mites got these guys. Oh, what am I doing? Let's check it first. See, now here there's not as many. So, I mean, who knows? Like I said, this isn't a real accurate. I see 1, 2. There's a couple, so there's more mites in this hive than there was the other one. 5 was a pretty good sized colony too. But there's definitely more mites in this one than there was in the mean one. Maybe the mites didn't like those bees because they were so mean. So that's just kind of a quick little might wash your dead bees, see what you come up with. Gives you kind of a general idea what might be going on. Yeah, we're still good. So anyways, as I go through the other ones, there is an update video coming. When I go actually in the other ones that are alive. And actually, I'm going to go through some of those frames too. We'll pop them out, we'll look. And any questions or comments, and somebody is burning something really nasty. People burn all kinds of stuff out here. Oh, over here. There's a guy back there who'll burn tires, and it's just, ugh. Which you're not supposed to do. But anyways, any thoughts on any of this, let me know in the comments below. Tell me what your thoughts are. Who knows, maybe Mite's got them, I don't know. But that doesn't look like as many bees either for this colony as when I looked at it in the fall. I mean, there was bees, both boxes, I mean, just like overflowing. I'm like, how the hell are all these bees gonna fit back in this box? So I don't know. And obviously your winter bees died off and they were dragging bees out. So, I don't know, any thoughts? Let me know. If you want to try, if you do try them, if you do wash dead bees, let me know what kind of luck you guys have with them. I had people last year saying that they did it. Like I said, it's not the most accurate thing, but it gives you a general idea. So anyway, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are on this too. Like I said, there's not as many bees in here as I thought there should be. So, and like I said, maybe they were dragging out the dead ones as the summer bees were dying off. I should go through there and see if I can find the queen, actually. Actually, in that cluster, I might fail to find the queen in that hive over there. That's why that cluster is still there. I didn't pull those frames apart. This one here, I'll have to look in that top box and see if there's a cluster there. But I'm going to pull that out later when I got more time. I got to go here in a minute. So anyways, any thoughts? And any of this, let me know. Let me know what you think maybe happened. Let me know how your bees made it through the winter, depending on where you're at. You know, this would be so much easier down south. You guys down south got it so much easier than we do up here, as far as doing the bees go, just because of the cold, you know. So anyways, that's my story. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys really quick in the next update video on this. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.